turning it a little bit, yes. I have to make the aperture a little bit brighter, or so. The iris. Am I going in the right direction? Shutter. Iris. Okay, I think that's good enough. Since we are collecting this, let's say the professor people are going to agree with it, to test it, because I said no. I found out that these guys, this one person was a dermatologist, and I know what dermatologists are, you know. So, but they do microbiology things like that. So I thought it over, and I wrote that other professor, and I said to her, I wrote her that I will try it. So I know that these Morgellons are made out of creatine and some other stuff, but the one that what I'm interested in is to find out what kind of viruses this one have, those ones have, you know. The viruses are, and the bacteria that they have in them, that's what I'm interested in. But if they could, well, they can analyze it the way you want to, you know. It would be nice to have some information, and so eventually I will get the right antibiotics on it. And if they tell me nothing and they say, well, that's what you got, there is nothing, then a bunch of nylon strings, you know, and this kind of crap that I don't need to hear, but, you know, then they belong to the group of dermatologists who are running around with those, how do you call them, those lids that you put the horses on, so they cannot watch or look to the left or to the right, you know. Yes. Am I offending someone? I hope not. This is just, I'm telling the truth, you know, because someone has to do a beginning of something. Something green, a bluish. So that's why I also wrote this first professor. And after the 6th, 2020, I'm going to send those samples to them, to that person, to the other professor, and we'll see what we'll get out of it. We'll have to get something out of it. So what am I supposed to do this? Where do I put this? An alcohol, or striving it off a piece of paper? We'll see. So this is still on the tweezer, and in the background is a piece of paper. Look at this, there are similarities, you know. The paper is structured just like Morgellons are. So I don't think I should put them in here. So I don't know what to do with this. If I should put them in just in alcohol. So I wrote her, you know, this one professor, how am I supposed to pack them up, you know, like they like to get attached to things. That's a good idea, maybe to make them attached to something. Yeah. A toothpick, maybe. Put it on a toothpick and then put it in such a bottle. So that might be a good solution. Yeah, I'll do that. Instead of using a toothpick, I thought maybe I use a match, you know. And look at this here. Here's a match now coming down. This is a match head. Because the problem may be here again. That is sulfur. So they may get infected with sulfur. That's not a good idea, you know, but look how small these things are. So I might as well take off the sulfur part and have them somehow attach themselves to this. I have no idea how to do this. So that's the option I'm going to do. This is a very good option because I just decapitated that match, getting rid of the sulfur, and they seem to like it. You know, it's attaching themselves to it much easier because it has some rough spots. Like I had one on it already. This guy here, he was on it, and now he's annoyed. I'm trying to make him get on it again. So here he is. So this is what I'm going to use, and the other ones may like it as well. Now it looks slightly different, but seconds before I start filming here, I had to try it out, and it got very well attached to it. So I'm going to try that now, and this is how they're going to have to eventually check it out. I hope they're not gonna say anything to this match because maybe it's too long, or it's too much, it's too rectangular, you know. I hope they're going to diagnose it really good. Wait. Oh look, there's one already hooked onto it. No, I'm still attached to it, yes. Okay, putting it in that bottle. So some of them I could already strive off, but not all of them. I guess they don't want to yet. Those guys, those things, yellow things, may be partially tissue, my tissue they've been feeding on.